Are we not on? There we go, we're on? Or...
Not work?
We'll never be that smooth. Go.
Take two, I suppose. Welcome again to Call of the Netherdeep, hosted by Fool's Moon Entertainment Incorporated. We play here on Twitch every other Sunday at 5 p.m. Central Time because we're experiencing some deja vu. We are taking on the adventure module for Dungeons & Dragons set in the realm of Exandria, the realm created by Matt Mercer and all of the fine folks at Critical Role. Fans of that show will recognize some places, people, things, ideas, and other, 20-question subjects. But knowledge of years and years of another live play stream is not necessary. We won't spoil anything for you if you're not caught up. Today's episode is brought to us by viewers like you. Throughout the game, you can redeem your croissants to interact with us in various ways, such as reminding us to hydrate, posture check, or to bestow rerolls on our intrepid adventurers. And exclusive to this game, as the party is adventuring through Exandria, they will cross paths with a rival adventuring party who you guys, I believe, currently left in the dust? You said it's like, yeah, no, we'll wait for you, and then you guys just left? But they are trying to
We said they can catch up.
We did say that they could catch up.
Complete the same quest as our heroes, and scribe their names into the history books. A request from the audience to show us the other side will give viewers a peek at what the rivals are up to, their interactions and trials and tribulations that they face as they race to the finish line as well. Last we had left off, ages and ages ago, the party had set out on the road south from Jigao, heading across the vast plains of Xhorhas to Bazzoxan, the ancient site of a gateway to the Abyss used during the time of the Calamity to bring forth minions and troops to fight for the Betrayer gods. This place, nowadays known as Betrayer's Rise, has been disturbed in recent years by the mining activity of the townsfolk of Bazzoxan. There is now a permanent detachment of Aurora Watch soldiers who are stationed there to keep the demonic threat contained. These demonic incursions have also brought in scholars from across the land, hoping to study a variety of topics. Demonology, the Abyss itself, the events of the Calamity, and more. Elder Ushru has sent you on the path to Bazzoxan with the hopes that the scholars there will be able to shed some light on the object that you carry, the Jewel of Three Prayers. Not waiting for your rivals, telling them that they can catch up later, and then booking it out of town, you set out south and came across a recent battle, troublingly close to the revelers in Jigao. Defeating the various demonic entities that were still lurking in the corners of the battlefield, you continued pushing south to a small forest. There, you met Soraesma, a strange old hobgoblin woman who offered you a variety of trinkets in exchange for cash, but non-tangible payment was only taken for non-tangible rewards. She then shacked up in the middle of your camp and snored very loudly, not assisting any of you in any of your watches. And that, I believe, is where we pick up. The sun rising on the 4th day of your journey south.
What about my thingy?
If I'm remembering correctly.
I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be receiving a vision in my sleep.
Yes. So, you did receive an intangible item. And that is something that I will still have to send to you. Because I don't have that in my notes here. I'm pretty sure that I typed it up and I don't remember where I saved it. So, Preparation is the name of the game in Dungeons & Dragons.
Well then, yeah.
I believe CT was the last for watch. Or
I think so. Yeah, yeah, because you woke Tequila up.
Yeah.
To give them the thingy.
Yep, and then Thord was the last one to do watch. So Thord, your job to wake us all up.
Oh, okay. That's not what I remember, but okay.
That's what we're going with. We're doing it live.
I guess I go to Button's tent and start waking up everybody one by one.
I awaken.
Well, that's a relief.
Oops.
I didn't
And-
sleep in a tent, so I'm like still by the fire, like curled up, but I don't look small because I'm huge. So I'm just like
Goliath. And real quick,
I
what's
also
everybody's
awaken.
passives? What's everyone's passive perception?
real bad.
If I remember correctly, mine was a.
10.
Okay, there we go.
15.
15?
Heavens.
I think mine was an 11. I can't remember. Hang on.
Let me have a sheet then.
Yeah,
Yes,
11.
So with a 15, Button,
Mm-hmm.
you notice as you wake up, you don't hear that god-awful snoring anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But
we haven't
as
been
you
murdered in our sleeps.
as you get up and look around, you also don't see Soresma anywhere.
Ooh.
Oh,
cart.
hey, Thorid, where did she go?
Well, I guess she left.
You notice her leaving?
I mean, it was pretty odd that she was kind of, faking her sleep while I was on watch, but.
That makes sense. I don't know. If you were around a bunch of people you didn't know and you had a cart full of magical objects, wouldn't you be keeping an eye out?
I suppose you have a point.
I probably wouldn't want to stay and have breakfast with some strangers also.
I mean, I would. Just because I like judging people.
Anybody who wishes, go ahead and roll me survival.
Oh, no.
Oh, I didn't empty my dice bin.
Oh, wow.
That was a lot of dice.
Yes, it is.
I heard that.
Oh, don't we all still have at least one reroll?
Yes, I have 2.
Yes.
Survival. 19.
Not going to use it on this.
That's
No,
pretty good.
Nat 20?
I think I'm going to save 9.
Nat 20 plus 3?
We've got a lot of folks who are rolling really high on this. As you look around the camp, you see the tracks where Soresme came into your camp. Don't see any where she left.
I don't want to alarm anyone, but there's no tracks leaving our camp at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm seeing that too.
What about the many sneaks that were around us all night? Are they still like super active?
Oh, yeah.
You had a 22 on that survival check, so I'm not going to make you re-roll anything. You don't notice any unusual snaky presence.
Oh, great.
That smell of snake has kind of disappeared. Yeah.
I literally
You don't see a ton of snakes around anymore.
I literally had a conversation with one of the snakes, and I
did.
definitely rolled a 23 on the survival.
Mm-hmm. I mean, snake tracks are kind of hard to find because they don't wear shoes.
You don't wear shoes?
Yep.
That's so funny.
But they could. So I mean,
Well,
I would have questions, but Bakila doesn't really question a lot of things. So I just think it's just like it's of interest that what I was planning to have for dinner is breakfast is no longer available to eat, and so I'm just gonna roll with it. Oh.
Oh no. Oh no.
All right. So, is there anything that you guys wish to do as you prepare for your morning, having this woman mysteriously disappear from the midst of your camp?
I'm kind of glad she's gone. Claire's like, well, she was a mystery to begin with. She's gone, so I guess that's good.
Well, I mean, honestly, it doesn't really surprise me because, like, I was definitely getting some very Fae or Haggy vibes, and this just kind of confirms the Fae part of that. Like, this was probably like some type of Fae creature that crossed into our realm just to play tricks on us and then went home.
Well,
I didn't give her my name.
And we did talk about this. We thought she was some type of hag woman.
Yeah, hag or Fae. I remember that. Yeah.
Yeah, we did talk about this. There
was discussion, yes.
But I say we just get breakfast started, head on the road, and continue our adventure.
I offer you some snake jerky.
I'll just...
It's really long pieces.
She breaks it. It's kind of...
Protein in the morning is really important to set your day right.
It's kind of chewy.
Can I have a little piece of that?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
the most beautiful eating noises.
I like a good appetite.
Good healthy appetite on that one.
Well.
All right. Shall we sally forth?
We shall sally forth.
We should tally ho. Oh my god, I didn't think about the possible meaning of those words together.
Just gonna get everything in the cart.
All right. I'll help. I will assist, and we shall pack up the cart and head off.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, sounds good. Me too.
So, with everybody assisting in the packing up, things move relatively quickly. And you are able to set out from the edge of this forest and follow the course deeper inside.
Awesome.
And who is kind of taking up the position of watch as you guys are traveling?
I'll watch. I'll actually also have Umarant flying overhead, keeping watch, because they get advantage on perception checks.
I will have Barry tag along with that too. With the reward of berries.
I'll also be helping watch.
I'll roll Umarins first.
All right.
Umarin gets a +3, so that's just a 15 there.
15 on berries as well.
For me, and I have a 17.
All right. So, things are relatively quiet as you are traveling through this wooded area. It kind of has the feeling of pretty well-traveled, almost hiking trail, where, a lot of the large animals have kind of figured out, it's like, yeah, no, there's always traffic going through there, kind of avoid it. There are not very many, like, sticks and bits of dried detritus that you could use to start a fire, either because it is being very well managed or because other people coming through who need to camp have already gathered all of it up. It's a surprisingly clean trail. And as you emerge towards the end of the day, on the south end, Button, you're the one who had the 17, right?
Yes.
You spot this before Umarin does.
Mm-hmm.
Another owl. Also circling. Also observing. Taking watch.
Mm-hmm.
And the time of day, the pattern that it's flying, you're like 98% sure that this is another wizard's familiar.
Alright. Do I see what they're flying over? Like, is there like a cart there or a person walking?
As you look to the area directly below, you see what looks to be a small hut. Largely made of sticks and reeds.
I pointed out to everyone, look at that little house.
Oh.
Do you want me to scope it out?
Should we just ignore it? Or...
I mean, I don't know. Are y'all bored with the road today so far?
I mean, it's
Do
been
you
an
want a little
entire day.
break?
We've been on the road all day, so yes. The answer is yes.
All right. Well, yeah, we can walk over there. That sounds cool.
Are we stealthing over there, or are you just tromping over there?
That
I
is-
could go ahead
that
if
is
you
the
want me
question.
to.
How
Nah,
are
Want
you
me to go
good at
ahead,
stealth.
or are you? Okay.
Want to
Oh,
go
okay.
together?
Sure.
We don't.
Well,
Hold on. We don't know who this is. They could, as soon as we go into their property, kill us. Like, what?
I agree
Yes.
with Clara.
What?
This doesn't
there's
seem
always
like
an
a wise
opportunity to be
decision.
murdered. But why not?
I mean,
try?
honestly,
Why
if
would you
we
want to
live
take
our
that-
lives, if we live our lives in fear of everything,
I'm
then
not
are we
saying-
really living?
I'm not
I've
saying
never
that we
loved you
should.
more. I've never loved you more. Let's go.
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh no.
It's too late.
Okay,
We've already
No,
started.
We're
we're
really doing
sneaking
this.
off. We're walking off
the
alone.
big-
We're literally
I'm
talking
a
to
little-
our backs. The big
Big
and
and
the
the
little
little are
one.
like, let's go.
It's a
Claire
full
looks at-
on.
Claire looks at
Yeah.
Thord like, what? We will die with them always in the lead. I hope you know this. You're going to
That'll be the
die.
death
No.
of us for sure.
We're gonna.
The best part is,
We're just gonna
I'm the
make you
dumb one.
heroes.
there's
And
the
Biden
smart
is supposed to be
and we're
the
still
smart one.
together.
Hey,
Claire is not going
I'm
to take
very
any.
smart. It doesn't mean I'm wise.
Claire's
Yes. Exactly.
Claire's not going to take any chance. She's stealthing. She doesn't care if those two. She's gonna make it seem as if those two are just by themselves. So she's gonna
Yeah.
stealth over there. She's not crazy. Okay.
Thorin is also gonna go ahead and stealth.
Yeah. No.
All right. So you guys go ahead and roll me stealth checks as you kind of hide in the brush as you reach the edge of the forest. Just Just gonna watch
I got
this
an 18.
one. All right.
14.
Not 1 for a total of 7.
I mean, you weren't
Maybe.
stealthing to begin with. You and Bakila were just like,
Yeah, you're just
strolling
going
right
up
up.
We
there.
said we were gonna stealth.
We were gonna
said
stealth.
we
We said we were gonna stealth over there. We were gonna
Oh.
creep up on it.
You giving it the old college try at least with the
But
stealthing.
I mean,
somehow,
not 1.
Button, you said there was almost zero branches, but Button managed to find every single one.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I'm just like walking out in the open, staring up at the owl that's flying, and that owl can see us. Well, see me at
The owl
least.
can definitely see you.
Mhm.
What you notice is as the owl is circling, its head is just locked onto you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like,
Mhm.
I'm like in a bush, being like, and you're just like, owl.
Yeah. Yeah.
Owl
Yeah,
in the
that sounds
sky.
right.
It can fly twice as high. Take a look. It's in a book. That's going through Button's head right now.
Reading
Oh my.
rainbow.
It's Button's rainbow. Oh my goodness.
So,
And I mean, like, go ahead.
How close can we get to the hut before
Yes.
this gets
Someone
bad?
comes out. Yeah.
so, as you guys are approaching, the front door, as near as you can tell on this kind of, just round hut, is flung open. And someone emerges.
Of course someone does. Of course.
Roll me. What do we call this?
Oh no.
Give me a. Let's call it a history check.
Oh no.
24.
Okay.
4.
Okay.
Stealing.
I don't know why.
I got 18 on the die plus 6.
Okay. So, I actually believe everybody except for Claire recognizes. So, Thorid, you are not originally from Jorhas. You're from the Menagerie Coast, and you've been traveling. So, this is a being that you recognize. But
Oh.
for Vakila and Clara and Button, who are from Jorhas, you would have only had occasional meetings with deep gnomes. This is not a gnome. This is just a regular old gnome who flings open the front door and comes charging out, holding a staff and pointing at you, Button.
Wow.
I just wave.
And just kind of hopping in place, you! I have been waiting so freaking long.
Why?
Because I was told that if I challenged the next wizard that I crossed paths with to a duel, that I would be richly rewarded. And do you know how many wizards have come by?
No.
None! 0! Zip! I've been waiting here so freaking long. Because, do you know what wizards do? They freaking teleport, man. They teleport where they need to go.
That's outside of my capabilities, but maybe one day.
Mine too! Mine too! So I've just been stuck here, waiting. But I figured...
Want to come with us?
No! I want to duel you! Look, I figured that the best way to make sure that my path would cross with a wizard is if I just picked a spot and waited for one to cross paths with me. So I picked a path, and I sat here, and I waited for 3 years.
Oh shit.
Quick question, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah, what?
Not in a town or a city where there are people? Okay.
No, I don't want to get my ass kicked.
Okay. Fair? Okay. All right.
Tequila just coming out of the breast.
If you're
Excuse
challenging
me, sir.
Literally, head pops up.
I touch my chest and cast mage armor on myself really quick.
Quick question to the DM.
Yes.
Did you say that I did recognize or I didn't recognize?
You do. You recognize a gnome when you see one. Gnomes are very, very uncommon in Xhorhas. They're not super common in the Dwendalian Empire either, because gnomes are not native to Wildmount. They immigrated from Taldore about 300, 400-ish years ago. So there are only a few enclaves, but there are definitely gnomes in the Menagerie Coast.
How experienced does this other wizard look? Can I roll an insight check on this?
Yeah, give me insight.
16 plus... 5. 21.
21. All right. So, you sense, just kind of from the overall bearing, leaving aside the manic energy of this gnome, that they were serious when they said that they didn't want to get their ass kicked. So they didn't go to, for example, Rosona, where there are a lot of wizards, because those wizards tend to be a lot more powerful. This guy kind of has the feeling of somebody who is not exactly self-taught, but maybe somebody who got kicked out of wizard school.
Okay.
And so has been, calling themselves, self-taught in the time since.
Hey, Bakila, you mind if I fight this guy real quick?
Absolutely, sounds great. What is the glory and honor in it? What are you gonna get?
Yeah, what do I get if I kick your ass?
Right. That's what are your glory and honors? That's all I care about.
Tell you what, if I kick your ass, I'm taking your spell book.
He considers for a second, kind of like looks over his shoulder into the hut. Deal! And if I kick your ass, I'm taking your spell book.
Sure. You can totally kick my ass.
Yeah! So, you cast Mage Armor. As he's walking up to you, he also casts Mage Armor on himself. Because he's like, hey, I'm not gonna come into this totally blind.
Makes sense.
But you see that he casts Mage Armor and then, like spits in his hand and holds it out for you to shake.
Oh.
Yeah, I like your style. I bet your spellbook's real awesome.
It's kind of small right now, but I'm working on it.
Well, I mean, mine is too. I mean, I'm short.
My book is actually really big, but like, there's not a lot in it.
Well, I mean, it's not the size of the ship.
Well,
all right, let's get started.
All right.
And he turns to put his back up to you to do 10 paces, like an Old West style duel.
I guess I
What are
like
you
hold
doing?
up a stick and I'm like, do I wave this? Like, when do you know when you start? What? I'm sorry, sir. Quick question. Quick question. Two questions. What's your name and how does it work? Are there rules? Batan, are there rules to a duel? We usually
I
just
mean,
hit in my fights.
I
like,
mean, if somebody
I don't
says
know
duel,
about back-to-back paces. That sounds like some old-timey stuff. But if we start like 30 feet away from each other, that should be perfect.
exactly. But since
Go
we're
ahead,
both
Batan.
short, we can make it, our foot sizes.
30 goblin feet away from each
30
other.
feet fine for me.
Fine for me too. Let's go. And he starts marking off the paces.
I just like wait for him to get where he's going, and then I just walk the rest of the way after so I can gauge the distance.
Or are we just gonna let them fight? I'm very confused right now. I don't know if this other wizard knows we're here, but
And I hand you some jerky, and I'm like, let them fight.
he's like, you
Look, if
already
it
gave
gets
away
too
your
bad, we
position.
can always intervene.
You have healing spells. It'll be fine.
I wonder what school of magic this wizard knows.
Guess you'll find out. On the next. No, I'm joking.
On the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
See.
Yeah!
Oh God.
No.
Oh God.
Well,
All right.
God, I can entertain you, Chimera.
Go ahead when you are paced out at 30 feet from one another. Let's go ahead and roll initiative. Just the two of us.
Nat 1 for a total of 9.
This is
Natural
good.
20 for a total of 22.
This is fine.
Get it
This
all
is
out,
fine. I'll be fine.
This is fine.
But don't let your guard down.
I'll be fine.
And of course, you give away your position. Am I the only one that's not stupid enough to give away that position? Oh, that's great.
Oh shit, I forgot I was still stealth.
You know what? It's gonna be okay. Because they are just looking to duel. They are not looking to enter into a competition with anybody else. They're just here for the wizard. And you said 7, right?
9. I have a +8.
9. That's right. +8. Yeah, I was looking at Clara's 7. I was thinking 7, right? All right. So, with that,
Yes?
this gnome, hops around in place and takes, 2 swings with their staff and fires off what seems to be 2 arcane bolts in your direction.
Mm-hmm.
Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, that would bypass a shield. I'm going to shield anyways.
Okay.
And that puts my AC at 22 because I don't know how close it is going to be to hitting me. So.
And that deflects the second one as well.
Nice.
He's kind of hops in place, irritated.
How much do I take from the first one, though? Because if it
From the
meets it,
first
it beats
one.
it.
Mm-hmm. Yep, meets it, beats it. That would be for 7 lightning damage.
Okay.
Ooh.
That's not bad.
And you're up.
All right. Well, bonus action.
Mm-hmm.
Cast Shadow Blade.
All right. It's a good one.
Yeah. And then I'm going to charge forward and just hit him with it.
As you do so, he kind of is like, what the f- This is supposed to be a wizard, we're supposed to be shooting things at each other as you are charging up. Go ahead and roll your attack.
Oh, that sucks. Let's see. What's my bonus? +6. Yeah, that ain't gonna do it. That's a 9 to hit.
A 9 does not hit.
Yeah. And that's my turn.
All right. So as you run up close and take a swing, he just like ducks out of the way using just some of that gnomish dexterity, pulls out a dagger and is going to try to stab you with it, since apparently we got like one spell in from each and now we're just going into scrapping.
Nice.
Which, you know, seems par for the course for this dude.
Me
It
too.
was like,
A 24 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
All right. That is for 8 piercing.
Wow. Must be max die.
It
Are we
was.
just gonna let Button get beat the shit out of because I don't understand
I'm fine.
Because don't nod your head like this. This is serious.
Okay.
oh,
I look
you
at
lost an hour in
Claire.
a duel.
I look at Claire and I'm just like, stop worrying so much.
Right? Did you
My
not
turn?
cast Spare the Dying? It'll be fine.
Dude, are you the healer of the group? Oh no, I didn't think so. Okay.
I
Button, you're
attack
up.
with Shadow Blade.
All right.
How's a 17 do?
17 hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool. 14 damage.
Ooh, solid.
Yeah, double 7s on the dice.
Nice. So with that, he kind of like reels back a little bit. It's like, oh, I got to get that one out of your book. When I get your book.
Mm-hmm.
And leaving the dagger stabbed into you, he's going to take and whack you with his staff, firing off these arcane strikes as he hits you.
Okay.
Does a 21 hit?
Shield.
Just like a frustrated sound as he whacks again and again is deflected with the shield. Double 21s.
All right.
Just like, he just keeps like whacking against your shield like, what? This work!
Nice.
Button.
Yeah. Another swing with my Shadow Blade. Another 17.
Another 17 hits.
That time just 7 damage.
Okay. Just 7. Okay.
I think that's it.
Alright. He's going to do, again, his best to just whack you with his staff, just with this magical energy charged to the tip, just sparking off. 12.
Not even close.
Not even close. And 16.
Nope, 17.
Good to know. As he keeps just like whacking and whacking and whacking and bouncing off your shield and your mage armor. He's like, this isn't fair, why can't I hit you?
I mean, I was having trouble with you at first, too, but now you're gonna go down.
Nuh-uh.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah!
10 to hit.
10 does not hit.
Oh yeah. Fucking miss.
Yeah! Whiff.
Pretty good.
Oh, that's
pretty
a
good.
20. Yes, he swings at you again.
You said a nat 20?
Yes.
All right. Well, in that case, I'm going to expend a use of my chronal shift to make them re-roll that immediately.
Nice. It turns it into a 12.
There we go.
He swings down, and for a moment, he is absolutely 100% positive that he is just going to connect with the side of your head. But then your head is in a completely different place.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's in a completely different place because the rest of you's in a completely different place. He is flabbergasted. He's gonna try to take a swing back at you for a 20. Dirty 20.
Well, I already used my reaction for chronal shift, so I'm going to have to take that one.
All right. And that is going to be for 13 lightning damage.
Ooh.
Rolled real well on that damage die.
I'm looking pretty beat up right now. Still on my feet.
But, Button, you're up.
I pull out my dagger with my offhand because I am totally going to try to take a second strike after this.
Yeah.
Even though it'll just be the die with no modifier.
Mm-hmm.
That is a 18 to hit with the Shadow Blade.
Yeah, that'll hit. Because legit, shield is not on this wizard spell list.
3 damage.
At a wizard school.
Just 3 from the Shadow Blade, unfortunately.
Oof.
Dagger.
Dagger.
Ooh, that's a good die. +4 to hit with the dagger. Oh no, 6. So that's a 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Or wait, no, I don't add my proficiency to that. So that would actually be a 22 to hit.
Yes, it still hits. And you
that
don't
is
add
a
proficiency
4.
with damage. So, 4?
Yeah, that's a 4 on that.
Nice.
Can people watching on the outskirts do something at the top of the round?
Unless you roll initiative.
What are you thinking?
Healing word from what the hell are you doing?
Oh, that would be unfair. And again,
fair.
I can't tell you that. Your decisions are yours.
If
you go to do it,
interfere,
I am going to put my hand over your face. Over your mouth.
if you wish to interfere, roll initiative.
You will.
Mm-mm.
And she'll bite you, Tequila.
I will let you bite me. Honor in the duel.
She's like, let her friend die.
You
I
can
won't.
bring her
I'll
back.
be
Says
fine.
who?
Unconscious.
You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know Claire's life. You don't know what she can do.
You have gone into the wrong profession, my friend.
All right. So, having taken 2 blows from you, they're gonna try and do like a whack whack with their staff. Does a 16 hit?
No.
How about a 21?
Good
Shield.
Lord.
This gnome is so frustrated. As it just boing off of the shield, it's like, you gotta be kidding me! Clara,
Yeah,
your attempted interference.
she is. She's still stealth as well. She's been stealthy.
Mm-hmm.
You've been
Mhm.
muttering this entire time. I can hear
Very
you.
quietly to both you and Ford. It's like, guys, I'm gonna be right back. And she goes back.
I'm gonna hold on to you like a cartoon character.
I have to pee. Let me go. I don't know my
I mean,
life.
Roll persuasion or deception.
All right. I don't know if she has. She's a
And that'll be insight.
Me, insight. I
Mm-hmm.
just have to get better than a 4. No guarantees. I did get better than a 4. I barely got better than a 4.
But you
Even
did
let
beat
me
it.
know I have to pee.
You can wait until after the duel.
I don't want to see my friend die.
She's not gonna
How
die.
badly is Butch beat up?
very.
Yeah, but how you looking?
I mean,
Okay.
I'm on my feet.
But woozy.
Well,
I'm
well.
gonna go ahead and roll initiative and
Alright.
prepare a command spell.
Seeing as
No,
Tequila
don't
isn't.
ruin it.
They're all
You're ruining my duel.
gonna take
What?
the book. You're gonna take all of her. You're gonna ruin the duel.
Yeah,
and
looking at both.
And then I won't be able to take his spell book. Come
You
on.
did
Look
not
at
say
both
that we could
both
not
y'all
interrupt your duel if you were dying.
Looking at both
Look.
y'all
That was
take both of you are looking equally rough. Equally just beat to
And
hell.
my turn is next, not his. I think I have this.
That is true. But
Let
Thorin,
me
you said that you were
think.
going to roll in
No.
and prepare to interfere.
Just
I'm gonna
in
sit on.
case.
I'm gonna be
I'm
real.
not gonna
Button will be
totally
mad
interfere.
if you interrupt their duel.
I'm
Button
going
will
Valera's
be
to
mad.
rolling
on.
insight.
Again, just
I'm
in
gonna sit on
case.
both of you.
I roll insight to
Well,
see.
you don't know that
What?
I'm rolling initiative. Well, shit.
Dang.
I roll insight for Clara. She's looking at
I rolled
Button.
a 4.
She got an 18. All right. So she looks at Aquila. If Button does not hit this time, I am going to interfere. Okay? Okay.
And I'm probably gonna interfere with your interfering until Button says that you can do it.
Button didn't say that I couldn't. This time she won't interfere.
Button. You're up.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Same deal. First attack with the Shadow Blade. Chronal Shift.
Okay.
You won't be able to use shield.
All right, 17.
17 hits.
Six damage.
All right. So, how do you want to do this?
You're so lucky.
I think I just like. I think I just run up, or I just like I'm like super woozy. I start to fall forward, and I just like shove the shadow blades straight into them. It doesn't cause any slashing damage or anything. It causes
Correct.
psychic damage. So I don't actually cut them. It just like deals the damage as if I did. So it just like goes straight through their chest.
I'm pretty sure this entire fight has just been causing psychic damage to this gnome. The entire past 3 years has been psychic damage to this poor dude.
Well, he challenged a wizard.
He did. And as you lay your final blow into him, he crumples and just kind of like clutching his head and like feeling on his chest where there should be a wound and coming away with no blood. Just real confused.
Hey, Clara, come here. You need to heal this guy really quick.
Where did you learn to do that? Where did you learn to do that? Just like on his knees on the ground, just like holding on to consciousness out of sheer spite.
I mean, I
clearly defeated though.
Spent 30 years in an institute where they literally tried not to teach me anything, and I had to scrounge for spells throughout the library, and it was just kind of like really hard to do that, but I picked up a few tricks along the way.
Man, I got kicked out of wizard school, and what were you just like? Were you just like digging through the trash cans or what?
Well, it was more like I was digging through the library.
Like the library trash cans?
No, like books.
Oh, I was digging through the library trash cans. That's why I got cut. That's why they kicked me out.
Well, that's kind of mean. Were you looking for like some returnable deposits and they kicked you out for it? That's really fucked up.
Oh, I was looking for like notes and stuff. To cheat.
Oh. You're not like
allegedly to cheat.
You're dumb for a wizard.
Have you thought about it being a warlock?
I don't know. Have you thought about not being so tall?
Yeah.
Hey, don't you dare disparage Bakila.
Oh my god.
And I thought, wouldn't I like what I am?
Doesn't this man look like he's dying?
Wrap it up.
Yes.
Pretty much.
All right. Claire will go down to him, put her hand on his forehead, and she's like, look, you just need some rest. Get some rest and
I'm taking your book.
Yeah, and your book's sadly gone.
As he gets stabilized and kind of like some of the spiteful energy leaves, he's just like, "You're a real pretty lady."
Well, at least I'm pretty.
0 hit points. Out like a light.
All right. I just like now walk up to him and grab the book off of his body and
his book is not on his body.
Oh, well, he did glance at the room.
Yep, into the hut.
Okay, want to carry him inside so he doesn't get like a really bad sunburn?
I'm not
like no need to add insult to injury.
Yes.
Dealing psychic damage this entire fight where insult is the injury.
Insult is the injury.
I pick him up and carry him in.
I suppose you're not a bard, so it could be worse, but so, couple things. This hut is very much gnome-sized.
I don't go very far. I do a very gentle toss into the room.
Just kind of like,
and I assume.
Another thing though is this is a very, very small, like basically tent-sized And you kind of get the feeling that at one point he had set up his tent and was just like ready and waiting, but then like kind of started building a hut around the tent, and then eventually just took the tent down from inside. And looking around, you can see that there's a lot of, you know, the scraps of like oiled tent fabric that have been used for various things, because he's been camping here for 3 years.
Mm-hmm.
But Button, go ahead and roll me perception to find his book.
Can I make that investigation?
Sure.
It's just one higher, so.
Yeah.
11?
You give it a glance around and you immediately start digging.
11.
11.
If that's not good enough, I'm gonna wake him up.
Luckily, there aren't too many places for things to be hidden away inside here. There's basically, there's, you know, his very well-worn bedroll.
Mm-hmm.
There is, like, a pot that has, you know, some stew in it that he'd been working on. And pretty much everything else is stuffed away in a bag. Almost like he spends every day, like, alright, I got all my stuff packed up, so I'm ready to go for when a wizard finally crosses my path, and then I can leave because, you know, I will have completed my task.
Mm-hmm.
So, digging through the bag, it's real easy to find his spellbook. And it is...
Okay.
It is really more of like a composition notebook.
Mm-hmm.
But there are, in fact, a couple of spells in there.
Alright, cool.
I will let you know what they are.
I mean, I won't be able to copy them to my spellbook for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Or can you consolidate spellbooks?
You can copy over information from one spellbook to another, but it still has the same time and cost as if you were to find a spell scroll and have to copy it over. It's the same process.
Alright, that's fine.
And as Button is doing the digging, Claire's gonna try to squeeze a little bit in the gnome's face, and reach out to Button, like, Button, just come here real quick. I need to just heal you for a minute. It's so small in here.
Yeah.
It is real small in there.
Alright, yeah. Thank you.
So she'll reach out and do a quick cure wounds. 1d8 plus. Let's see.
I think you have a
Plus
4.
4. Yes, but I also have plus 2. Plus. Nope. I use a spell. Yeah, I have this.
I also like to take
So plus
couple of
3
my-
more. So plus 7 altogether.
Nice.
I'd like to take some of my rations and leave them at his little hut entrance
12.
and a little bit of the snake.
Oh.
Easy enough.
Awesome. Thank you.
A little bit of snake.
That puts me back up to half of my hit points, and I'm going to take a little rest in the wagon and do a short rest so I can do some arcane recovery.
So we were almost done with the day.
We were.
It is at this point like late afternoon.
Oh, okay.
We can either go for like another hour and then make camp, or I think we can probably go for another hour and then make camp.
Roughly.
So I don't know.
I mean, we could also stay here to talk to this guy about all of this, but, you know, I kind of just want to get back on the road.
Getting back on the road would probably be better. Don't want to kind of rub it in his face that you took his spellbook and be his ass.
Fair. Yeah.
I would let's Let's head
Let's
off.
go.
Oh. That's interesting.
It is.
Is that converted into a wizard spell?
It definitely seems to be. Give me an
Oh my
Arcana check.
god. Yeah.
I know why. Why are there so many secrets?
Dropped it.
Button say things out loud.
12.
12. So, looking at it, this is definitely not a spell that you've ever seen in any wizarding.
Anyone but a paladin. Yeah.
It is, however, something that you recall seeing in written and scroll form in some of the notes from the students in the Bardic College.
Mm-hmm.
And it is interesting because you know from your time in travels that various regions, they organize their magical institutions a little differently. But yeah, you from reading it, you're pretty sure that it's like, yeah, no, this looks like he's legitimately figured out how to cast this as an arcane spell.
Wow.
There was some sort of stroke of genius or a breakthrough that was made. And it is, in fact, something that can be copied into your wizarding spellbook.
That's incredible. I like it. Sick. Sorry, everyone. You'll find out about it when we have a chance to discuss.
Okay,
We
cool.
have a chance to discuss.
But as the others said, you probably have about, an hour or so of continued travel before it would probably be wise to start setting up camp, get yourself some dinner, get yourself rested up, since you're the only one who took a beating today.
Yeah.
I can take first watch.
I need sleep.
All right. Well, I say we just travel a bit more, find a good place to rest, and continue on a day with tomorrow.
Yep. Agreed.
Claire will start heading back to the. Is that owl still in the sky?
Yes, I imagine it was. Or I don't know. I'm already let's go. Let's get on the thing.
Oh, I went and climbed down as soon as I grabbed the book.
Yep.
Clara will ask Barry to do another watch up there for perceptions, just to keep an eye out, and she'll get the cart moving.
But yeah, as you guys deposited this gnome dropout back in his tent, the owl did kind of land and is now keeping a watch over the hut.
Mm-hmm. I am going to take a short rest on the cart just in case something pops off tonight. I think Button would be wary of that and want to heal up before going to sleep.
Understandable.
All right. So
And as you guys continue down the road, Barry spots something from her vantage point up in the sky and flies down to Clara. And is making some very distressed noises.
Hey, Bill, what's wrong? You can tell me. Just do your little mind thing you do. It's so weird that way.
You know, I don't understand you. Show me.
The image that you are receiving. First, there's the feeling of distress and fear. and the image that you get in your mind is of the same kind of boiling black ichor that you see anytime that a demon is slain.
Clara will put a halt to the cart where they are. To look at everybody else. Barry saw that demon ichor up ahead.
Far away. Does she give you a sense of direction?
Up ahead. Right, Barry?
Barry, like, kind of looks off in the direction. It is a little ways east off of the path.
East of the path.
That way. And Clara will point in the direction that Barry is pointing as well.
All right. Do we want to go and find out?
I'd say
As
we
I get off
ignore
the
it
cart?
and keep on the path.
I don't know. It
Sounds like
seems
quitter tough to me.
interesting. I mean, I'm doing much better than I was earlier. I'm down to check it out if you want to,
All right.
but like,
Let's go.
Checking out. All
right,
right.
let's do it.
Well, is there anywhere where we currently are at that I can hide the cart? Kind of. Put off to the side, a little divot anywhere.
No. As you have
Fudge.
come away from the stand of trees, you've essentially entered into wide grassland.
Mm.
The grass
So if
is
it's wide grassland,
the grass is relatively tall, but it's not taller than the cart.
you want to? I could just go and then you can send Barry with me, and then you guys can just come and see if it's a problem. Let me go stealth up.
Yeah, the thing is, I don't.
We don't
want...
all have to go as a group. One person can go and then come back.
Because
You know
I'm
that,
not
right?
letting you go by
Well, I mean,
yourself. Because then if you
honestly,
get
this
hurt, who's
time-
But
going
I'm
to hurt
not going.
you?
This time
'Cause
around,
then you would come after if I don't come. Give me 30 seconds, like, to go find out what it is.
Now,
I'll go with tequila.
the limited telepathy
I
that
don't want you
Barry
guys coming
has-
with me because you're so loud.
limited telepathy that Barry has does extend out 100 feet.
Is it like how far? I don't know with like what Barry showed me. I don't know if it showed the sense of length that this thing
Now
is.
I can turn invisible, and 2, I am a literal beast. Let me go and find out what it is.
I'm gonna
Okay,
send
you
Umarin
can go,
overhead
but
real quick
Barry's
and
very
circle.
special to Clara.
Okay,
All right.
she can fly. I'm out. I'm gonna go.
Nat 20 on the perception check from Umarin. Plus
All right,
3.
so, yep, Umarend is going to also go ahead and take up post, flying high overhead and keeping an eye out.
Cool.
Well, I'm
Between
like literally
Umarend
sending them to scout that area.
Mhm.
Like, so
Gotcha.
I can connect telepathically and see
Mhm.
what's out there.
You got it. So, as Umarend flies out, as he gets about maybe like 300-400 yards away, they spot
that's
what it
too
is that
far.
Barry saw.
Mm-hmm.
They kind of, with that natural 20, they scout out what they saw, and they turn and come back, and when they get back into range, it's like just holding on to what they saw connects to you, and it is a large but mostly boiled away mass of demonic ichor.
There's. By the time we get there, it's gonna be gone.
The area
As soon
around
as I
the area around that has been, that you've mentally picked up, the grass was trampled flat.
Sounds like force damage. Okay. As soon as I see that, I'm immediately gonna stealth and follow right behind. Just like, I don't know where Bakila went, but I'm like, as soon as it comes to my mind, I stealth and like dart into like the weeds or whatever.
All right.
Oh, I guess we're going. That's great.
18.
18. All right. So with your size and all of the fun benefits of goblins, you are able to very easily blend into tall grass.
Mm-hmm.
So, Bakila, did you go invisible for this and just go ahead and? All right.
Yeah.
So, it's weird seeing the grass parting around you as you are invisible to yourself as well, but it doesn't take very long before you come to a place where the grass has been, in a lot of spots, kind of stomped flat. You see footprints, hoof prints, large moorbounder footprint. And you also see, looking out over this slowly boiling corpse, broken arrow shafts.
Do I recognize the kind of demon it is?
Give me, call it a nature check.
Hey.
Very nice.
Hey.
So, this kill has been lying out and dissolving for a little while, but from where you can see the largest lumps that have not yet dissolved away, from where there are broken arrow shafts that have just kind of fallen into the trampled grass, where parts of the demon have boiled away and are no longer there, you are very confident in saying that this was a Gloomstalker.
Okay.
Really?
And it was a Gloomstalker. I can sense moorbounders. Is there and hooves? And can I get a sense of how many people there were, based on the hooves or the tracks?
Yeah, go ahead and give me survival real quick.
No,
9.
not as good.
Yep, you can tell that it looks like there were at least 2, maybe 3 more bounders. From the hoof prints, it looks like, probably only 1 horse. And a lot of, standard issue Aurora Watch boot prints. But you're not able to really get a bead on, it's like, these particular boots belong to one particular soldier, these ones belong to another one. But you're pretty sure it's like, okay, this has the makings of an Aurora Watch detachment, came through, took care of a demon, and left. And you know that a lot of times those are usually a detachment of maybe about 6 to 8 soldiers
6 to 8.
traveling.
Do I have
in
a sense
one...
of how long the demon's been disapparating?
Oh yeah, with that nature check, this has been lying out here for maybe about 4 or 5 hours. This kill was made around noon.
Okay. All right. If there's no people or anything else, I'm going to go ahead and start heading back.
One thing that I will also say is even though it's been decaying for that long, you can also see spots where it's crispier than you would expect. Which
crispy,
suggests
they used fire on it.
Yep, suggests that it was either fire or radiant damage. So, yep,
Fire or
there's
radiant damage. Check out the Gloomstalker.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, it was dealt with quite swiftly. Something else that I'll say with that, since you had a 20 and you're looking around here and there's not immediate threat, you don't see a lot of blood. So this is something that was dealt with quite handily. Either that or
so
this
Gloomstalkers,
is... Go ahead.
Do I have being not just from Xhorhas, from the mountains, do I have a knowledge of Gloomstalkers? Because they don't usually travel alone, right?
Gloomstalkers often hunt in pairs.
Right.
And they also, in some particular cases, if it is a relatively powerful Gloomstalker, can raise the dead to assist them.
I only see the one. I don't see any other. Oh,
correct.
Okay. That's
so
problematic.
Either this one was out hunting on its own, or this is where one of a pair was pursued and the fight ended.
Alrighty. I'll head back. And I imagine I meet Button on the way, but they can't see me, so I'm like do.
Button, give me perception. Because
okay.
Yeah.
And
it will be a disadvantage since you were trying to perceive an invisible ally.
Alright, so the lower of the two is 15 on the die, so that's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20, alright. And Bakila, since you are invisible, that stealth is with advantage.
Also, Bakila should make a perception check for me because I rolled an 18 on that stealth check too.
22.
Alright, so. And give me perception to see if you can see Button on the way back.
$19.
Yeah? Alright, you see me.
Mostly because she has the advantage of height. But she does barely manage to spot you out in the tall grass.
So I get as close as possible, and then I go, "Hey, Button!" Get the hell out of you.
Hello. I saw that, and I want to examine it and see if there's anything that I might be able to pull off of it. So I'm just going to run forward really quick and then look at that thing. Is that okay?
Oh, you can, but let's just use our caution when approaching big dead demons.
Of course. Why do you think I was sneaking?
I'm just saying it out loud. I feel like Clara would be really angry if I didn't at least say it out loud. Let's go.
That's fair. That's fair. Clara's way too much of a worrywart.
Let's go.
All right. So, I'm going to approach and literally just... I know this is probably getting old, but I'm going to flip on Detect Magic at the site of the battle.
All right.
On a Gloomstalker, which is made of magic?
Well, I'm checking for magical auras to see if I sense any schools of magic. And then I am also going to sneak up to the body and do an investigation check to see if there might be anything non-magical around the battlefield through investigation after I activate Detect Magic.
Sure.
Do you have message? Do you do that thing where you can tell people that it's all clear? Because otherwise I probably should go back and tell them that it's all clear.
I was just going to say, you said 30 seconds It's been 30 seconds. Claire is getting ready to go.
Okay. All right. So you just keep your owl where it can see me, so that if something happens, it can come and get me. I'm gonna go tell Mom that you're okay, that everything's okay.
All right, sounds
are you no
good.
longer invisible?
I'm invisible for an hour, so I'm just saying it out loud to air. She's talking to air. They're talking to air. So, and I'm gonna head back to Clara. I'm gonna head back to the car.
Me as you're invisible.
It's an owl.
Yeah, and then
They can see
immediately after I think they've walked away, I'm gonna call Umarin down to me so I can have advantage on the investigation check.
Sure.
I believe that my very cautious words of wisdom have been taken, and I'm gonna head off anyway.
All right.
Claire's looking at Barry. Barry, stay at the cot. Watch the cot. If anything happens, I love you. She opens up one of her berry rations and she'll put it in front of him. She's like, Thord, I'm gonna go make sure they're okay. You can stay here, but yeah. And then go.
You what?
Barry, I'll be fine. Just stay here. And she goes into the Barry's the berry.
As you're getting ready to leave, I pop out. You can't see me still, and I'm like, "Hey, Clara,
it's you! Oh my God!" Akila, I swear to my God.
There's like a rustle in the grass, and then suddenly, hey!
Hey, you! Akila, I swear to my God, I almost pissed my pants. Please!
That would be also quite funny. It's fine.
I'm
Everyone's
okay.
dead.
Everyone's dead. Wait, where's Button?
It's a gloom
stalker.
Okay. So
just say everyone is
things. I think we should probably go up a little while away from the dead body and then prepare for the night.
Okay, well, before what did you see? What's over there?
It's just a gigantic gloom stalker. Fair. I apologize. It's gigantic gloom stalker, which is a dead demon.
Well, I know.
It's been dead for hours. Okay. There was a small party of 6 to 8 people that came and murdered it. I have a feeling that we should leave somewhere, like maybe another 20 minutes down the road before we park, because they don't usually hunt by themselves. So if they didn't capture its mate and or its party, there's going to be another one. So we should just go a little while away.
Then why did you leave Button at the scene if there could be another gloom stalker coming back for its party?
4 to 6 hours. And
but it still could have another one.
Omarin is watching me to give me a warning, and I'm going to head back now. I'm just giving you the warning because I know how you worry. Goodbye.
Larry's going to look in the sky. There's no owl.
You don't see an owl. Meanwhile, speaking of Omarin, so go ahead.
With advantage, dirty 20.
Dirty 20. All right. So that was investigation, you said, right?
Yes.
Okay. So yeah, looking around with that investigation, you do in fact see that this Gloomstalker has been dead for 5 hours. It was in fact killed with radiant damage. You were able to confirm that the kind of residue that you see with Detect Magic is of a radiant spell. You don't see anything else that is magical around here. There's just kind of like that general funk of a demon, but it's not really a school of magic that appears to detect magic. It's just kind of the general vibe of the kill site. The arrows that are strewn about, a lot of them with that dirty 20 you're able to see were broken, piercing, pretty tough demon hide. They would be recoverable, but you would have to sit there and then like
rethatch them,
refashion the arrows, and it's like that seems like there's probably a reason why these are the arrows that are still here. Mm-hmm. They weren't the ones that were worth recovering and repairing, basically. But you can also tell that it was, in fact, a squad of 8, as you are checking out all of the prints and stuff. And it does strike you as a little unusual that there was a horse with this Aurora Watch patrol. Usually they ride moorbounders.
That is a little unusual. My best guess is it's some uppity paladin who thinks moorbounders are evil and wants to maintain their dignity. Or whatever.
Paladins are the worst.
Alright, well, if that's, alright. I just like, alright. Information.
Yep. You
back through the little brush.
Yep, you also, just as Bakila saw, you don't see that there's any blood at this site. So this is not a spot where any of the members of the Aurora Watch took any damage. This is probably just where the Gloomstalker finally hit the ground, and they were coming around and checking to make sure that it was for realsies dead. But nobody here took any damage. So everyone who was at this kill site walked away. It was a good day.
All right. That is a good day. Especially going up against one of these things. But yeah, I just dart back into the brush and just stealth my way back to the cart.
Hoping that
Should I do another stealth check?
Claire is pacing.
Another stealth check?
Go for it. Give me another stealth check.
9.
Okay, Clara. You said that you're pacing. Are you actively looking for people to get back, or are you just preoccupied?
She's pacing at the cart, waiting for Button to get back. So she's pacing, looking at Bakila. He shouldn't have left him alone. Pacing, looking.
You see Bakila.
Thor is just watching and waiting.
Thor is just sitting there next to Barry. Barry, who is, now happily eating berries because Clara's still here. Yay!
Yeah, Clara's still here.
So, Bakila, you headed back towards the Gloomstalker corpse while Button is heading back towards the cart. Oh my god. Alright.
There's a lot of back and forth.
It is a lot of back and forth. Give me a perception, Bakila, as everybody just playing tag back and forth here. I'll meet you there. Okay, I'll meet you at the other place.
12.
12. All right. So with that 9, you spot Button.
Hey, Button!
Yeah. Hey.
And Clara, what's your passive again? It's pretty high, right?
Clara's passive, I believe.
14? I'll say that you probably hear the "Hey, Button" just somewhere out in the grass. Hey, Button!
For being stealthy,
a very loud chuckle.
Yeah, I'm coming back. I was just checking out the scene, seeing what I could assess from it. It looks like there was a party of 8 people who took that down, but it doesn't look like they had any actual combat at this location. What actually happened is it seems like they probably dealt a lot of damage with those bows, probably had some rangers with them, and took it down from a distance. Then they came back and actually checked the body, and it looks like someone was able to deal radiant damage, and also, one of them was riding a horse rather than a moorbounder, so I'm guessing that might be the same person that was dealing the radiant damage that actually took this thing down. At least that's what I'm surmising.
I confirm and concur.
Just the Sherlockness that's going into this.
Wow.
I mean, I picked up on most of that, but I wouldn't say that out loud. I would just say concur.
I think Button likes showing off how smart they are.
I'm glad you're back.
Very much a Button thing.
Like Bakila said, I think we should leave. I don't want to be near this demon anymore. Please get into the cart. Thank you.
Yeah,
and she turns around and she goes back in the cart because she doesn't want to look at either of you right now. My poor heart.
I just turned to
very
Button, and I'm like,
to you. Very excited that you joined them.
She takes it and she eats it.
But as you guys get back in the cart,
did you see how big the Moor Bounder was so big?
Yeah.
As you guys get back
honestly.
into the cart and head down the road for about another 20 minutes to make camp away from the site of the kill, we are going to take a quick break.
Woot woot! We did it. Timos, we did it.
See you soon. And we're back. So, last we had left off, you guys were heading about 20 minutes down the road before you guys set up camp. As you go ahead and get everything squared away for that, who is going to be taking what watches?
Take the first watch.
I'll take second watch.
I'll
I
take
guess we'll take
third.
Clara, I guess we'll take last.
Oh. Well, I'll take last then because I would like to get like the full rest in, even though like my HP and everything is recovered. I imagine Button is still pretty worn out from that
Button's
battle.
pretty beat, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, even though you didn't have a lot of blows that actually connected, you did get stabbed once, and you got electrocuted a bunch, which was not a great feeling.
A great feeling.
A bunch.
Yeah.
Yeah. Third, then Claire will take third.
All right. So, if there was nothing that anybody wanted to discuss over dinner, although since 2 people scouted out that kill, was there anything that you wished to report back that you had not already info dumped?
Yeah.
I think Button probably said more than I did, and they used much more specific language other than big dead gloomstalker. Couple hours dead. Button probably was more specific than I was.
I mean, I would have said everything back with everyone else as well. Like, I would have told them all of the info that I had just because, like, yeah. But we don't need to run that scene.
Again.
Yeah.
All right. Then, as we go ahead and settle in, first watch. As the sun sets low in the western sky. Everyone gets settled into their tents. First watch, go ahead and roll me perception.
It's fine. No, it's not.
10, all right.
It should have been. Yeah. Go ahead.
All right. So, kind of looking out across the plains, you see some movement at a distance, but it's to the west. You're looking like right into the setting sun. It's hard to tell what it is. You can at least tell that it doesn't seem to be approaching, whatever it is.
Okay. I see movement at the distance. I let the person on the next watch know, and I just kind of keep an eye on it. I'm like trying to keep an eye on my overall surroundings, but also keeping an eye on it, seeing if it's moving at all.
And as the sun does set to the west, beyond the Broken Vale Bluffs, and is no longer glaring directly into your eyes, you've lost sight of whatever it was that was moving. Either it's moved on, or it's gone where it was going, and it is too settled in for the night.
I keep an eye on wherever it was when I last saw it, so I can tell the next person on watch exactly where that was. They can keep an eye on that spot too.
All right. Second watch. All right.
Sorry, I'm here. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Second watch.
Okay, cool. Oh no.
Go ahead and
Hang
give me that roll.
My computer is being funny, so I'm just gonna roll with my actual die.
That's fine.
Which was a bad idea. 4.
Well, sometimes it's a bad roll no matter what. 4.
A 4.
Yep. You are confidently looking at the spot that Bakila indicated. It's like, ain't nothing getting past me. I got this. And you don't see any.
You don't see nothing.
You see nothing.
Third watch. I believe that is going to be Clara, yes?
That is me. And Claire wakes up. She nudges Barry. Barry, come on, we gotta go watch. And,
Wakes up with her open eyes.
Yeah. she'll like kind of grab Mary and cuddle up in her arms and go out. Did Thorin
it is weird since now you sleep with your eyes open.
Yeah, I do.
There's very much like a sleep and awake mode where it's almost like, you know, you've just been staring off into the distance for a while and then suddenly you're back in it.
I'm here.
I'm here. What
did you want? But no, she'll cuddle Barry in her arms and she'll go out to the circle or whatever. Did Thorin tell her about what Bakila saw?
Yes, I did.
All right, she'll have her and Bear be on the lookout. So
Bear.
Little Bear. This is 13 for Barry. And what is my perception? A dirty 20 for me.
Okay. So, looking out where the others had indicated, you don't see anything. You figure that since it was spotted by Bakila on first watch, and it's been like at least 4 hours since then, whatever it was has probably moved on.
Is there any
maybe it was moving away and so it just, you know, completely receded from sight, but you're looking out there and you can confidently say it's like, I don't see
jack nothing. Is there any spottings of anything else?
Not that you're able to make.
Nope.
Meanwhile, Button, do you normally dream?
I imagine so. I imagine Button probably dreams about their family and childhood a lot, and that actually weighs heavy on their mind, despite the fact they were able to improve their lot in life. But I think their mind often dwells on their family before they sleep, so they would dream about that.
Okay. You find that tonight you're not dreaming of them. You are aware that you are in a dream. I imagine that every so often there are some dreamless nights, but know that this isn't one. Although all you see is darkness, more complete and total than you have ever known. Roll me perception.
15 plus 5.
Dirty 20. You see nothing, but you hear what sounds like sea. Waves lapping against the side of a ship. But you don't feel the motion. You can tell that you are a witness to this vision, not a participant. But you see nothing. You just hear the creaking of this ship. What do you do?
I have dark vision, and yet I see nothing.
You see.
This is interesting. I try to get a feel for my surroundings to see what's going on. Just like test the limits of whatever darkness I'm in. Try to move around, see if I can get around the darkness or what's going on like that.
Okay. You move, but you don't feel your feet hit the plank.
Mm-hmm.
And reaching out blindly, you can tell that there are surfaces. You feel the rough texture of wood, angles of wooden crates.
Mm-hmm.
Moving along, you find the edges. They're stacked together. You feel smooth beams. The edge, the hull of the ship. But still you see nothing. And as you move along, you find the stairs that lead out of the hold. If you were actually here, you would have found it by stubbing your toe. But you feel nothing. This is a vision. This is a dream. There's no pain. There's just the sensation of, oh, I found something. What do you do?
Well, if I found stairs, I'm gonna climb up them and see if once I'm out of the hold, I can see what's going on.
You climb out of the hold. And with that 20 perception, you smell your surroundings.
Mm-hmm.
You don't smell the salt of the sea.
Mm-hmm.
You smell something metallic. And as you listen more, the liquid that seems to be gently rolling the sides of the ship, there's more viscosity to it.
How familiar would this smell be to a goblin who used to go on raids?
Very. This is a smell that is familiar to anyone who has been to a butcher's shop, anyone who has been wounded, anyone who's had a tooth knocked out.
Oh, buddy.
But you still see nothing.
Wow. What do I do?
What do you do? You are in a place that is utterly void of.
A place utterly void of. Like. Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
Hmm.
Well, being the chaos gremlin that I am, I'm going to run and jump off the side of the boat into the liquid.
Oh my gosh.
All right.
You know, swinging a hit or swinging a miss.
Okay. Again, you don't feel your feet hit the side or the deck of the ship. You're moving. You can tell you're moving. And you sense when you come to the railing of the ship. You heave yourself over, and the liquid is whole. Just cold. Thick. It churns like seawater. You feel that you're being buoyed along by it, but it's not right. What's your passive
Is there
perception?
15?
15? Okay. And you were saying?
I was just going to say, is there some type of check I could possibly make to understand what's going on? Like, I get that this is a sea made of blood, but, like, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing here.
Give me insight.
Wow. Nat 20 plus 5.
25. Okay. You know that you made a deal for an intangible reward.
Mm-hmm.
You didn't receive it that first night you went to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Give me history or religion.
How is that possible? I just rolled another nat 20 for a 26 total.
26 total, okay.
Like, you heard me throw the dice, right?
I did.
Wow.
As you are floating in a sea of blood, in a place utterly devoid of light, and knowing that you are heading towards the Betrayer's Rise, you have a feeling that this place, this darkness, it's not beyond the divine gate, so to speak. It's the opposite. This is where the betrayers are bound. And there's something here that you have to see. How do you see without?
How do I see without sight? I don't have any spells for that. Closest thing I can probably do is throw up detect magic to get the magical auras around me and be able to make a little bit more sense of where I'm at based on that.
Okay. I'll also say that with that 26 insight, give me an Arcana check.
Okay. That's more like it. I knew that 2 nat 20s in a row would be too much. That's an 11.
An 11.
With a +8.
So 19.
No.
Or it was an
a
11
3.
total.
It was
Okay.
11 total.
All right.
I rolled a 3 on the die, yeah.
Okay. So, as you begin the process of casting detect magic in this dream, this vision, this place that you are, you don't even have to complete the casting of the spell. It happens. You essentially will it.
Uh-huh.
And it's not so much that you see an aura, it's that you see where there isn't one. The shape of the ship. The sea of blood. You can sense the ripples on its surface now. It's not exactly seeing, but this is the blood of devils, demons.
What's it taste like?
It has no taste.
Oh.
That seems to be a sense that you don't have.
Yeah, only sound and
Smell.
smell. This is weird.
And you're becoming aware as the awareness, the understanding that you are detecting magic spreads outward. With all of this blood, it's like you're seeing patterns of an oil slick where everything is mixed.
Okay.
And next to you, very nearby, you can hear the thick liquid hitting the side of the ship. Since you have little legs, you jump very far from the ship.
Yeah.
But it gives off no aura. It is a dead space.
Just a ship.
Just a ship. Since there is no light, you don't see anything reflected. You just see where this still faintly magically tinged blood strikes the side.
Well, I suppose I'm going to try to get a hold of the ship and climb back up on it and just wait to see where it takes me.
All right. Give me an athletics check to crawl back up the side.
Athletics. Oh, missed.
Fine.
Total of 3.
Total of 3. It takes you a minute as you're struggling to find a handhold on this slick side of the ship. You can see when your hand meets the side of the ship that there's a faint trace of the blood that remains. But it drips away, and then there's nothing left. But after a short while, you recall that you're in a dream, that you're in a vision. You're not restrained by your physical limitations.
Oh yeah.
You put your feet to the side of the hull and walk up the side. Again, you don't really feel the hole under your feet, but you realize you're not constrained by your physical limitations. Of course.
Can I try to fly?
Give me an Arcana check.
11 plus 6, 17. Or wait, no, plus 8. That was 19.
19. You feel your feet come away from the side of the ship, but you don't feel yourself.
Do I feel through the detect magic or hear anything or smell anything that I could that could point me in a direction?
You do. You start to smell something. It's almost a chemical smell that starts to emerge. It's sharp. It's urgent.
I will go towards the urgency.
You will yourself to move. And you can tell that it's taking you back towards the emptiness of the ship. And you can sense in that urgency that something's about to happen. Something's gathering. And looking up, you see 8 brilliant points of not light, but magical illumination. Looking at them, they resolve into pretty recognizable shapes. A dagger, warhammer, a whip, a mace, a spear, a rapier, a morning star, a war pick. Weapons. Suspended in midair in darkness. And you feel that sense of urgency.
I fly up towards them as quickly as I can, and I try to grab the rapier, the dagger, the morning star, and the warhammer.
As you fly towards them, you sense you're not getting any closer. But you feel that gathering, that urgent. And there is a flash. For a moment, it is blinding. It is the first light that has broken this space. Bluish purple. Sharp. harsh,
That
hard
sounds
light.
beautiful.
It crackles in the darkness. And there is another shape that you see that you hadn't been able to detect before. Reaching up towards the spear, which now appears as a bolt of lightning. You recognize the shape of Thorid. And Clara wakes you up for your watch.
Wake up! Gosh,
Yeah, I'm up. Okay.
God, what were you in, like a deep slumber? You were snoring. It was horrible.
I'll talk about it later.
You're right. You look like you saw something.
I saw something very concerning. Yes. But,
you know what? You can tell me later. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more sleep for you.
yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
All right.
And,
Well, Tequila saw some stuff earlier. It doesn't look like they're around anymore, but she'll like point out in the area. It was over. Just keep an eye out. If you see anything, yell. If something's coming, yell louder.
yeah, I mean, I'll let you know if anything comes. I got this.
And he'll go to go lay down again.
All right.
And for my watch,
Yeah, go ahead and roll me that perception for your watch.
Well, what I want to kind of do is use my summoned familiar to literally trance out and go into it so I can get perception and just like scout around from the top through using my vision through Umarand. All right. And yes, I know I still have to use Umarand's stats for this.
Yes. Yep, you are blinded and deafened to what is happening on the ground. Go for it.
11 plus 3, so 14.
All right. With a 14, you have the sensation of flight. You're soaring around, looking off in the direction that Clara had indicated, and with Umarand's owly eyes, you don't see anything in that direction.
Okay.
Seems all clear. Kind of
and then I'm just
back
mostly
around. Wheeling back around, kind of looking back in the direction of the demon kill that you guys had seen earlier. You don't see any further activity. You don't see the other pair of the Gloomstalker Hunter party. From this height, you can almost start to see lightness on the horizon, the rising sun, but not quite. It's still that like astronomical twilight where, you know, it's like technically like if you were up on top of a mountain, you might start to see, you know, over the curvature of the planet, the sun starting to rise, but it's a feeling of anticipation for the morning. Marin doesn't feel anything, but after what you just saw with that, urgency is still with. But Umarin doesn't see anything.
All right. For the rest of my watch, I'll just have them circle like right overhead and just like keep an eye on our perimeter.
All right. You get occasional pings from Umarand, that they spotted something. But every time it's like a field mouse. and then you get like a mouthful kind of crunching all clear.
Nice.
Then Baron takes off again. A little while later, it's like, oh, alert, there's something nearby. It's lizard shaped. And about 30 seconds later, all clear. Exactly what you would
You're
expect.
painting my familiar to be very cruel, because familiars don't need to eat. It's just choosing to kill these things.
It's still in the shape and the embodiment of an owl. It's got owl vibes.
Yeah, for sure.
It's like, I don't need to eat, but I want to eat the thing.
Yeah. I get it. That little bit of a crunch sometimes, even if you're not hungry.
Yeah, just that sensation. Yeah.
All right.
It's what like, sunflower seeds are good for. Where it's just the crunch, basically, the crunch and the salt.
Yeah. All right. Well, if we are done with watch, I'll wake everybody up, starting with probably Bakila, and then you know what? No, I need to think on this longer. Yeah, Bakila first, then Clara, and before we wake up Torrid, I'm just gonna say we need to talk about Torrid when we have a chance, and then I'll kick his boot.
All right. So the sun's starting to rise, and you guys are awakened by Button.
So you're going to say that and then wake him up, giving us no opportunity. So now I'm going to look at him the entire day being like...
Yeah,
Now you're in still significantly less existential dread than I am.
Thor just keeps looking over at me like, what? I'm just like...
watching you.
I too have no idea why, but Button said it.
Did I do something wrong?
I don't know. Did you, Thorrid?
You know what you did.
I don't know.
You know what you did.
I mean, you've already admitted to us that you literally sold your soul while you were in our presence, essentially.
I mean, that I don't know anything about because I don't understand how your magic works or magic in general, but you know what you did. I don't know what it is, but you know what you did.
All right, well, once everybody's awake, Claire, I guess we'll start getting the food ready for breakfast. Because I think we still have food that was collected in town, correct? We still got
8 days worth of food. We
Yeah.
got enough for a week.
Oh yeah, you're in good shape.
So Claire will make breakfast. Performance, right?
Yes, for some reason.
You don't have to.
I'll say that it's a performance check using dexterity.
Is it ration set? I thought we got actual flour and stuff.
We did.
I mean,
yeah, Tabitha's character.
But the person who's actually trained in cooking is kind of not here.
Yeah.
And that is typically a wisdom plus proficiency if you have proficiency with cook's utensils.
Yeah.
Rations
I can give you the assist.
What would
so
it
like
would
a
it
straight
be?
wisdom.
Yeah.
Oh, just straight wisdom? Oh, okay. Mm-hmm. I could do that. It's fine. 22.
I don't think.
22.
Nice.
Yeah. 16 on the dot.
You make some good ass food.
Yeah, you're able to you know your way around, seasonings and such. You're able to produce pretty dang good breakfast. keeping track of all the timings of everything. Nothing gets burned. Nothing's underdone. Get a little bit of cheese into the eggs. You know.
All right, this breakfast it might not be as good as.
Torrid.
Might not be as good as Lilith, but there's something, I guess.
Not as good as Caps, but it's good.
Look, I tried. All right, God. Anyway,
It's delicious. It's delicious.
It is.
I made breakfast, so you guys can clean up. Look at that.
Prestidigitation. It's clean.
All of that work that you put into cooking, and then Button just snaps her fingers and it's done.
Didn't know we were going to use our magic like that today.
Why wouldn't you?
I mean, that's literally what magic is for. I don't know why you're upset.
Anyway.
What, do you think that, like, doing chores builds character or something?
Yes.
No.
Yes, I do.
No.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't.
I think it does.
I'm gonna pack our cart so that we can get going.
See, Tequila knows what to do. Clara will start packing the cart as well.
Yeah, I pack up my stuff for sure.
Before they get ready to go.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Before they get ready to go, Doris is going to go off into the woods to go, do the bathroom break.
All right. There's no woods around here. You guys are on like flat grasslands. There's like waist high grass.
Damn.
So
I mean, just face away from the group, and that's how adventuring parties pee.
That's how they pee.
You got a point there.
Like you can still go off, like maybe about 100 feet or so, just for politeness' sake, so nobody has to listen. But
I'll definitely move like a couple 50 feet away.
So,
Thord's gone.
Go take care of morning business.
What do you have to say about Thord, Button? What's going on?
Okay, so you know that like witch woman?
The hag? Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Well, possibly Faye. I got a vision from signing my name in the book and helping them with their shoes and stuff. And I think Thorid's in deep with a betrayer god.
Okay. Do we know that we're not in deep with the betrayer god?
I'm saying, like, I literally saw a vision of a prophecy that's already in progress, and I saw a ocean of blood with a boat floating on it, and then I saw magical weapons floating above this boat, and then I saw Torrid reaching for a spear, which subsequently turned into a bolt of lightning.
Okay, wait.
So I think Torrid's in deep with a god.
Okay, with a god. That's,
with a betrayer.
But not with a weapon? Not with a spear? He's not in deep with the spear?
But you just said it was are you like leaving anything else? What was it like? I'm so confused.
Wait, I got the deep sense that it was the land that the betrayers live in. That is what the vision felt like. Like, it is where the betrayers were sealed off, and Torrid was there. Torrid is in with a betrayer god. I know they just threw out last time we were talking about like this stuff, that they just said that like they had another vision and had like that mark put on them. I think it's a lot more serious than what we were thinking.
How do we find out?
Can I roll maybe like religion history to see maybe what specific.
Give me either.
Gila's
religion.
literally just thinking about whether or not there are spear gods.
Yeah, just like, is there any real?
Yeah, go ahead and roll me either religion or history.
Religion. That is an 18. And I have a +3, so that's a 20.
Can I also
Yeah,
roll on
you
this
may-
one too?
Yes, you may.
That's a 2 plus 6.
All right. Was that for religion or history?
Let's see.
That was for history. For religion,
Okay.
it would only have been a +4. You know what? Let's call it religion. It's a 6 total.
Sure, it's up to you. I gave you the choice.
Of course, take the lower one.
Yeah.
All right, and
too
Bakila,
distracted to roll,
were you
thinking
going to?
I can, but I'm really thinking. I'm rolling for history, mainly thinking
Oh,
God
let me
spear?
click long rest.
spear of the
Spear?
god.
God.
Okay.
God spears God spears. God
Yep. So
spears of
yeah,
gods.
basically, whether you rolled religion or history was just going to change like the vibe of the information that you received. So with a 6 for religion, Button, you can't think of any like
God's
you can't think of any betrayer gods that are like the god of spears.
Yeah. Yeah. That sounds right.
Yep. From what you experienced in this vision, it's like you are pretty sure that it's like this is definitely betrayer god stuff, but you're like, yeah, but they're all like the gods of like madness or something. None of them are the god of spears.
Yeah, like one of them's like really into spiders.
Yeah.
Doesn't one like
There-
eyeballs and like chains? Like
Yeah.
spears?
You're thinking it's like none
I
of
know
none
this
of them are
one
god of
that's like
spears.
always chained.
Yeah, one like a big worm.
Mm-hmm.
Spears?
Big worm.
So-
Oh my god. Why do you got to remind me of Friday?
So, with a 15 history, Bakila, you're thinking about like different representations that you've seen of the gods in the calamity. And spears and shields are pretty popular among the gods. And there is one in particular that you do recall being portrayed with a spear. And with a 21 on that religion check, Clara,
Yes.
you also recall that there is a particular god that is known for his spear. The both of you know that is Grumsh.
Really? Really? It's Groomsh?
How do you spell that?
Gruumsh.
That is the god of orcs that they follow, and that is a god of conquest.
What was that last letter? Gruum.
SH.
SH.
And Clara,
Wild.
you know that Grumsh is known as the Ruiner. And that, as
Ruiner.
the Tales have it, with a blow from his spear, he transformed the land of Marquette from a vibrant, lush jungle and forest realm populated by hundreds of elven kingdoms into a barren wasteland.
Mhm.
To this day, Marquette is covered in desert.
So far, not seeing anything negative. Ears are good.
Wow.
Orcs are fine.
Out of character question for the DM.
Yes.
Does Thor know the name of the god that he and his father worships?
Give me a religion check.
Uh-oh.
I know you said that this is out of character, but give me a religion.
He's out here just...
Okay. And then I have a follow-up question after that.
Right?
An 18.
18. You know that what your group follows is not a god.
Oh.
It is an instrument of power. And you know that it's usually like poetically referred to as an instrument of power, but everybody knows it's a weapon. It's like, you can be all hoity-toity and fancy about it. It's a weapon. It's a weapon. And your follow-up question.
Shoot, I forgot it.
I've been there.
Mm-hmm.
Let me come back to you when I remember.
Sure.
Oh, I remember. Is this the same entity that's talking to Thorin, or from the last vision?
That you don't know. Because you don't know about Button's vision.
Okay. You're not at the campsite.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Okay,
Yep.
I forgot.
You're off taking a number 2 in the tall grass.
Yeah.
Does well, first, Claire's gonna grab her holy symbol and she's gonna do a little prayer.
Understandable.
Oh dear Ray. Please guide us in these trying times, because if what you're saying is true, Button, it sounds like, is it Groomsh? Is that how you say it?
Mm-hmm.
Groomsh.
It sounds like Groomsh.
Groomsh, yes.
It sounds like Groomsh.
That is very concerning. Because
what do I know about Groomsh?
You don't know what Groomsh is. He's one of the many people. Let's give you a little story here, you know. Let's just say he used his instrument against a very, lustrous, wonderful place full of life, love, and liberty, and now to him, it's a wasteland. It's nothing but desert and sorrow and pity, and it's horrible.
Where are you talking about?
It was an elven kingdom with elves and humans and dwarves, and it was.
What was what's the modern name?
Damn, what was the modern name for it?
Marquette.
Marquette.
It's an entire continent.
Can I roll a history check on Marquette?
Yeah.
16.
Yeah, you know where Marquette is.
Yeah. Would I know anything about the past of Marquette based on that roll?
Yeah, you know that since the time of the calamity, it has been barren, harsh desert. There was a 16, you said, right?
Yeah.
Yep. You also know that there have, in fact, been a lot of like archaeological expeditions that have been going on there, because anytime that there's a chance of recovering like ancient artifacts. There's always somebody who wants them.
Yeah.
That there are a lot of ruined elvish settlements that have been uncovered from beneath the sand.
Mm-hmm.
Well, but they definitely don't seem like they were desert settlements originally.
Mm-hmm. Sorry for cutting you off, Anna. I didn't mean to.
No, you're fine. You're fine.
I just wanted to apologize for that.
You're good.
But yeah, all right. Yeah. Market.
This is serious.
I know that there's like some ancient elven societies that were taken out back then, but like I don't know. Ancient elves were all about like the super deep magic, and I can't really believe that they're unaccountable. Like they probably did something to piss the guy off.
What? I'm getting at.
I don't think that we can blame people for their own slaughter.
That's fair. That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Gods.
What I'm getting at is if this whatever, if he can make a whole place just barren and desert, what does that mean for Thord? If he struck him with his spear, what? Can we even trust Thord? How is he still alive? This man is chaotic evil.
I am not sure what's going on there. I just know that we should keep our eyes on Thorid, and if they try to make a play to bring Groomsh back, we need to stop him.
Wait a minute. The necklace, and this is me, but this is also because I'm channeling Claire right now. The necklace, when we identified it, that was the magic sense of it. That was like a radiant, correct? Like it was a light kind
divine.
of
yes,
divine, right?
Yep.
Divine,
beyond even just like radiant. Is divine magic.
Oh, Claire's gonna start blinking, and she's like, "I think I Thord cannot touch this necklace."
Yeah, that might be why.
This is really bad.
Just a thought.
Really bad.
That makes sense. I think that might be why Thord can't touch the necklace without, almost dying.
I don't think how. I don't think you guys are taking this way too lightly. Claire's starting to freak out.
Okay, all right.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay,
yeah,
friend.
Yeah, Clara.
All we have to do.
Clara, if he does anything wrong, I'll just knock him out.
With that 21, Clara, from your faith and your religious teachings that your goddess was brought low by the betrayers, not killed, because it takes quite a lot to kill a god. A difficult task even for other gods to perform. But Sarenrae was almost wiped from memory by the betrayer gods.
Yeah.
Her temples were rended. Her name was not lost, and there are still pockets of her worship, but nowhere near what used to be.
Yeah, she's doing a little prank to her goddess, apologizing that she didn't notice before. It's like, I am so sorry. I will try to do better. And you guys are just hearing this around her. She has her hands clasped over her holy symbol, and she is
it's like
freaking out.
Someone have a panic attack. I'm just kind of
She's having a little panic attack here.
Guys, I don't know what to do. This is do we take care of them now?
All right, okay. So I like put my hand on your shoulder. All right, little one, you have to calm down. Take a deep breath.
Why are you not calming up? This is ridiculous.
Calming up.
Also, we'll just take him out if we have to. I also he hasn't done anything wrong, and so until he actually does something wrong.
How about if he's the one that's supposed to uplift this instrument? How about if this is
right?
But said that they saw loads of them. How about if Thorin's just one out of the many from the mace, the
I understand. I hear you. Except that was a vision. It seems like there's a lot happening in that vision, and Thorin's a person, and so we gotta trust the person and work towards the vision. And so maybe we just I don't know, take it easy and see what we can do. And if we can stop him, we stop him. I mean, I'll kill him if I need to, but right now we have to.
We don't have to trust the person, but we can't just kill them out, right? That would be mean.
Right. That's murder.
I will also say that, Clara, Serenray is the goddess of atonement and compassion.
Well, she's not saying that to kill him. She's just freaking out on.
Probably would not have
take him out now.
Right.
Yeah, you literally just said, should we take him out now?
she's just
having a
as of right now, she's freaking out. She's like, I don't know what we're supposed to do.
He's our friend. And also, he hasn't done anything wrong.
All I'm saying is...
I mean, he could have said no.
I'm just, as someone who has been shot by a party member, I'm going to say that we should just go ahead and take a breath and roll with it.
I have been shot.
Look. There is a calming warmth in your holy symbol, Clara.
You gotta calm down, dear. All right, so let's get back on the cart. Let's get back on the cart.
Meanwhile,
I want you to do some thinking, some deep breathing exercise.
Thorin has been back for a good minute now.
Just kind of hanging out on the other side of the cart, listening to all of this.
Listening as they plot his murder.
Pretty much.
I mean, to be fair, the only one who was talking about murder was the cleric.
It was Clara, yeah. Thorin just kind of walked
specifically.
Clara saying, should we take them out?
Yeah. She didn't specifically say Thorin's name, so you're just hearing. Should we take him out? Or can we even take him out? What are we doing? I'm so confused.
So Thorin walks up from the cart and is like, "Hey, what's going on over here?"
Hey guys, what's going on in this thread?
Hi, Thorin.
I think, and I just before you guys say anything, I just get between everyone. I'm like, I think that Clara had a nightmare and she's having a bad reaction to it. And so I think we should get on the road. I think we've got some things to do, and Clara has some thoughts to think.
Lots of praying to do.
Ultimately,
I have lots of praying to do.
You do.
Lots of praying to do. Maybe you should talk to Barry. I don't know. Calm down. But ultimately, let's pack it up, guys.
Yeah, let's get moving. I mean,
why
honestly, we are moving way too slow.
But
we need to get this
Thorin, and I say,
running.
you would let us know if you're evil, though, right?
What kind of fucked up question is that?
Genuine. And then I just kind of keep moving. I continue to kind of finish packing up.
Clara gets on the...
Bakila. Evil people will never tell you when they're evil. That's not how evil operates. Don't you get that?
It's I'm not evil. You can trust me.
We'll see. Time will tell.
Oh my gosh.
Fine. It's fine.
This is
Everything's
gonna
fine.
make for a very unawkward drive today.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's totally unawkward.
Can I?
Yes.
But yeah.
What were
Yes,
you gonna say, Thor?
Never mind.
No,
Never
go
No,
on.
no,
mind.
no.
Never mind. I was
What's
gonna
up?
see if I could roll an insight check to see why everybody's to me because
Yeah, go for it.
Thor.
You probably should. Everyone's
Yeah,
being
insight.
weird.
Yeah.
Oh, I got 13.
13.
All right, everyone,
Yeah.
roll deception.
Yeah, everybody give me deception. And he's rolling again.
God damn it!
Oh wow,
Oh.
that's pretty nice. Nice.
Look, you got a nat one.
A full nat one, but I wasn't trying to be deceptive.
I was hoping for a nat 1, but I rolled a 15.
I gave you a full nat one, a hard yes, but it was. I'm not trying to be deceptive.
to be
And also,
fair, Bakila is the one who asked. It's like, you'd tell us if you were evil, right?
you tell
She
us.
was being
I trust that you would
straightforward.
tell us.
Yeah.
I trust that you would tell us if you were evil. True friends always tell other friends when they're evil,
Yeah, you know.
right?
Tell us that you're evil.
Sure.
Tell us you're evil without telling us you're evil.
Tell us you're evil without telling us you're evil.
I mean,
So
y'all did see me cast Eldritch Blast like not too long ago, so
I mean,
Me, I
that
don't
spell
I don't
doesn't
understand.
dictate evil.
I don't understand any magic, so all of it's the same. Once again, I got shot by a party member. Everyone is equal in my eyes.
You get from Clara that she's just very panicky. I got a 17. She's just very panicky. So yeah, she could have had a nightmare. Yeah.
Yep.
Very panicky.
The nightmare explanation seems to be checking out somehow.
I pat
Somebody
Thor
had a
on the shoulder and I say, "So, how do you like lightning spears?"
Y'all kind of
Thor's just looks
undermining
at
your
him.
deception rolls here a little bit.
Right. Way
I
to
mean-
make it worse.
I mean,
So yeah, Thor, how do you
does
feel
this
about
give Thor the hint that he kind of had a vision? Or she, I apologize, that
Yeah.
she had a
Zay.
vision?
Zay.
Zem.
Zay.
They,
Yeah.
okay,
Zay.
okay.
Yes,
I looked
because
at them.
Zay mentioned something that was very particular in the vision that you had. A light spear.
Dun, dun,
I look at them
dun.
and say, "You saw it, didn't you?
Oh no. This
So
is gonna
what?
be a-
The spear."
I was just asking because, like, I might look into getting you one.
Roll me a
Oh
deception.
god. Why are you all so bad at this?
9.
I was just looking into getting you one. When we
Roll
stopped
me
by our
insight with
local lightning
advantage, Thor.
spear.
Oh, what?
Insight with advantage.
How do I do the advantage?
Just roll it.
Twice.
Well, if you just roll it, then it'll flash it up there, and you just take the higher one. So
Yeah.
19.
Yeah.
Oh, 19.
Yeah.
19 against a 9. Yeah, pretty sure that Button wasn't thinking about buying you a lightning spear.
Yeah.
You're pretty.
Oh,
You're
Button.
you're very sure that Button saw it too.
But
Do they know I'm lying?
you, sir.
Insight check.
Yeah, I know you're lying. They beat your deception by 10. They know you're lying.
Yeah, I'm saying in character, can I roll an insight check to see if my lie went over well?
Go for it.
12.
12. You're pretty sure they're not buying it.
All right, yes, I saw your vision, okay? I saw your vision, and it was terrifying, and there was a sea of blood, and there were betrayer god feelings, and what was going on with that?
Wait. Too much information. You saw a sea of blood?
Well, more like I felt the sea of blood and smelled it and heard it. I also tasted it, but it didn't taste like anything.
That's true.
This is out of character because I know it's been a while since I've seen this vision.
Mm-hmm.
But did Thor see a sea of blood, or was it more of land?
You did not. You didn't see a sea of blood.
So I was on land. Okay, cool.
You didn't you didn't see any land or anything either. You were in a place of darkness. You heard a voice. That voice.
Saw lightning.
And you saw a flash of lightning that streaked and then slowed, came towards you. And when it touched your chest, when you woke up, there was a cutaway bit of flesh there. And then you had powers. You had powers that I will say you knew to expect.
Oh, okay. I look at Button confused about the sea of blood, and then I explain to them that I was just in darkness. There was no land, no sea of blood, just darkness and voices.
I mean,
and then me getting struck by lightning.
Yeah, that's what it sounded like. Or that's what it looked like. It was darkness. But did you listen or smell at all? Did you try
No,
to
I was kind of
feel?
confused. At that time.
And the voice that you heard was deep and primordial and would have easily drowned out any other sound. It's like if an earthquake was the sound.
Well, okay, buddy. I understand that you don't really understand what's going on, and I just want to reassure you that if you try to bring back a betrayer god, I will kill you. Okay?
This is an out of character question to the DM because I'm not sure. Does Thor intend to bring back a betrayer god?
That's a question for me to ask.
Idea.
You intend to bring back the betrayer god, Thorid?
Not that I'm aware of.
Thor, I think you have decisions to make.
Thorid's aware of. Thor doesn't have any current intentions of it.
You've got decisions to make. So I think you can answer pretty honestly right now.
Yeah, you can honestly say that.
I look at Button and confused even more, and just say, "Why the hell would I bring back a betrayer god?"
Well, I mean, it seems like you're tied to one. Whatever that means.
Again, I'm a warlock and a sorcerer.
Yeah.
Okay, but that means
There's lots of sources warlocks could get their powers from.
Mainly Pathions.
Thorin.
This
You're
conversation
giving-
is happening on the road, I think. Yeah.
For sure.
Okay, good.
Yeah,
Okay, good. Thank God.
You guys have started moving, yeah.
As
Thorin.
soon as Thorin says about Pathion, Claire's eyes open up. Do you not know who the Orpheon is who has the lightning and the spear? Thorin.
No!
Oh,
I do
no.
not!
Oh,
Do you
Thorin.
just accept candy from all strangers? Did you get your powers from an evil betrayer god? You didn't ask any questions? You just said, yeah, sounds good? I mean, here's the thing.
No, I
probably
tried
would
to
have
ask
too.
questions, and then somebody decided to burn me with a freaking amulet.
Oh.
Give me a religion check, Thorin.
Not me. I was having a contest eating pie.
Here goes. A 17.
17.
Pretty good.
So, you know that you are in service to Instrument of Power, a weapon. This is a weapon that you know was wielded by a betrayer, forged by a betrayer. And with a 17 on religion, thinking to what you know about the betrayer gods, what you were always taught was really more focused on the tools, not makers. But there's some information that's relatively common knowledge. And with everybody saying it's like, you know, mentioning it's like, do you not know who has the spear and the lightning and stuff? The more that you think about it, pretty sure that it's the Ruiner, Grumsh.
Oh.
The so-called god of the orcs. Although, like, you've met orcs, and doesn't seem like they, you know, all worship Grumsh or something. It's not like they're, like, required or anything. It's just like, you always kind of figure it's like, it seems like it's probably just a stereotype. That's hate. That's a very, very hurtful stereotype.
Okay.
But what's not a stereotype is that Grumsh uses a spear. What is also something that you know is that that he lost an eye in a battle with one of the prime deities.
Okay.
With a 17, I'm not sure that you recall enough of the story to know which god put his eye out. But he did have a badass spear. You know a lot more about the spear.
Is it starting to kick in now, Thorid? Are you starting to understand a little bit more why we're kind of freaking out and why I am freaking out?
Look, we don't care about the god, okay? I certainly don't care about the god that had the spear. The spear has always been part of my family's religion, okay?
No.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Your
no.
family has the spear of Grumsh?
Oh, God.
No, we don't have the spear of Grumsh. If we did, I would be using it.
Oh, God.
Oh my god. Oh, this is heavy.
Oh God, it's rain!
Oh.
Please protect us
I mean-
in this God. Protect us in this.
I mean,
world.
Bakila did say it's like, hey, if you're evil, you'd tell us, right?
You gotta think about it this way. It's a badass weapon. Who wouldn't want to use it?
That leveled out.
Well, I mean,
Oh my
power
God.
Okay,
is
obviously there's some kind of self-control of how much time is into. Okay.
like legitimately, the spear itself is not evil. I was just shocked that his family liked the spear of Grooms or had it or whatever, because that would be an incredibly powerful weapon. That would be a vestige of divergence. Now the thing is, power is power. Whoever wields that weapon does not necessarily agree with the god who made it.
Button has proven my point.
Why would you want to put all your faith in a weapon and not, I just don't understand.
You'll get it when you get a really badass weapon.
I mean, I am a weapon.
Bakila kind of
You
is
are.
a badass weapon.
You
All I'm
are an
saying
amazing
is
weapon. Yes.
the weapon that belongs to that being that it's not the weapon that I'm worried about. Okay.
Get the weapon and claim the weapon. I'm trying to follow the conversation, and all I really hear is there's a cool weapon that we should get. Is that not the point of the conversation?
No. We should stay as far away from that weapon as possible. Like I said, power is power, but the fact that Grooms has a fucking thread tied around Thor's finger here, if Thor gets a hold of that weapon with Grooms already in his head, who fucking knows what will happen?
Well, that's for Thorid. Thorid's got to make those decisions. Thorid, do you recognize that you are being led by a one-eyed evil bastard? And then,
DM.
what do you want to do about it?
Yeah.
No, you've already rolled on that.
Yes,
what do you want to do about it, Thorid?
Do I recognize the voice?
It's not a voice
that was
you've
leading me.
You'd never heard this voice before. But it spoke with authority. And you remember that it said, after you had experienced this vision of Alexian, who is asking to be freed, you remember that this voice said, he is imprisoned for a reason.
Okay. So it's
not a voice that you had ever heard before. It wasn't familiar. But it spoke with authority, confidence.
Okay. I look at Claire and say, why would Grimish, did I say that correctly? Grimish. If he's so evil as we all know him to be, why would he warn me specifically not to let free Alexian?
Well,
and tell me that he's prisoned for a reason.
Maybe that wasn't who she was talking to you.
No, let's explore this. Let's explore this really quick. So, we received a vision from the Moonweaver, one of the prime deities, who is known for, basically, good trysts in the middle of the night. Like, good times, sexy times, and a little bit of tricksterism. And yet she is a prime deity who is chaotic good. And then you had a separate vision from the rest of us from someone who is known for being mercilessly cruel and conniving and destroying complete landscapes, telling you not to let that person out. What does that sound like to you, my friend?
Uh-oh.
Look, all I know is the voice I heard was unfamiliar, and that's all I know. Okay?
So I'm okay. So
I'm going with what my
alright.
gut tells me to go with.
Okay.
My
So then
gut
if you're
tells
going
me that both entities are equally just as untrustworthy. Okay?
So I mean, I'm not in your head, and I don't want to be in your head. That sounds not great for me. But I would just go ahead and throw it out there that if the terrifying, terrible voice in your head starts telling you to do bad things or says words like "let me out," you can let us know or not let us know. But either way, if you were to do that, Clara and Button have already said they'll murder you, and I'm not going to stop them. I'm probably going to help them.
Wait a minute. Hold on.
They said it already.
You kind of did. You kind of did.
I wasn't saying I would. I said is that wait, hold on. I didn't say I would. I was in the middle of having a panic attack and I didn't know what to do. Okay, look.
All right.
I'm just saying that if you are gonna let out a big deity that is likes to, flatten out land and, kill people, please tell us first so we can maybe stop you from doing that. Not outright kill you, obviously, but restrain you maybe in some way until, and find out how to
just keep that
make you not do
these
that.
two voices in your mind. Keep the terrifying evil man who might have a really cool badass weapon that sounds really cool that I'm into, and Claire's voice who's saying that maybe she might kill you.
Those are two voices inside you.
Also, one more thing from me.
Yes.
Like, I don't care if you try to release a blight upon the land that's going to kill millions of people. I would rather do whatever it takes to stop you from doing that, regardless of what that is. Just say it.
See?
Just
Those
say
are like lots of pros and cons. Lots of pros and cons here. So I'm just going to go ahead and just say, think on it. And just, weigh your evidence in the future if, Big Daddy Voice says words and those words seem to run counter to what Button just said. Just remember that Button said they will take you out. Sir will take you out. And I'm going to be behind. Yeah.
Oh my God. This conversation.
On that bombshell. I am afraid that is where we are going to have to leave it for tonight.
Literally being like,
Sir
will take you out.
As you guys are heading down the road, discussing with her, it's like, hey, if you're having visions that are telling you to attack people, then we're going to attack you. But that is fortunately where we do have to leave it for tonight, and we will be back 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. Put it on your calendars.
Yes. Literally. Put it on the calendars. Be ready. We will see you then.
2 weeks. Wait, 2 weeks. Bye-bye.